Irreverent, entertaining, cool. You're listening to LA Talk Radio.
Powerhouse Paranormal
Topics with the umpires
of the unexplained. Sheena Metal.
That's right. It's Haunted Playground right here on LA Talk Radio. For more info on the show, hauntedplayground.com and latalkradio.com. Don't forget to email me and let me know what you think of the show. If you're looking for me on social media, it's so easy. I'm just at Sheena Metal everywhere. I'm also the founder of a movement of peace, love, kindness, and unity. We're at IamRaisingTheVibration.com and now at our new nonprofit hub. Very exciting. At raisingthevibration.org. I also have a spiritual practice here in LA. I'm a psychic medium, amongst other things. And I'm at IamRaisingYourVibration.com and SheenaMetalSpiritual.com. Please find me there. Every week on Haunted Playground, we do a wonderful thing I like to call Lightworkers Unite. I get together with good friends of mine who also work in the spiritual arts, sometimes one, sometimes more. And then we do free readings, healing, spiritual counseling all throughout the show. We're just helping and healing, and it's fun, and it's funny, and it helps people. And then in our chat room on Facebook Live, hello, Facebook Live, everybody's in there helping each other and making new friends and healing each other, and it winds up becoming like a support system and a healing circle. And I'm trying to make all of my live videos on Facebook that now, whether I'm doing my I Am Raising Your Vibration Friday afternoon videos from my bed or whatever it is that I'm doing when I do my web series with Patti, Living with the Dead, and my other web series, Altered. Like everything I'm doing, I'm trying to provide a space for all of you to relate to each other, to get to know each other, to heal each other, so that it becomes like something that helps everyone while they're there. I think that there's so many opportunities in life for us to heal each other, and we just have to find those opportunities. So if you're in the chat room right now, thank you, and we love you. And of course, with me today, the wonderful Patti Negri, who needs no introduction, from many things, including travel channels, Ghost Adventures, and so many wonderful things, and a dear friend of mine. Hello, my friend. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me on,
my God,
Sheena.
I'd
Always
to have
love
you on.
it.
I always love
it.
to be with you. You know that. You've been such a help and such a support system through my spiritual journey.
Thanks.
And such a good friend through my life.
Thanks.
And I don't know what I would do without you. So I appreciate you and thank you for being here. And it's always fun to have you on the show. And you've got so many exciting things happening.
I do. All sorts of good stuff. Yeah.
New book?
My new book.
Bestseller?
Bestseller. 5 countries. Crazy.
It's so
because
nice.
It's simple. It's an easy, fast read, which is why.
Right.
So
'Cause people
that
need
was
that.
my goal from the beginning.
Yeah.
Really good information in as few as words as possible.
Yeah.
Old world magic for the modern world. Yep.
Nice.
Thanks.
Because you like few words.
I like few
You're
words.
a girl of few
I'm
words.
a girl of few
you
words.
like things uncomplicated.
Yes.
Patty's currently in a heated war with Bixby. It's something that lives in her phone. We're not quite sure what it is. I have an iPhone, so I don't have that. I have Siri. I have 2 kinds of Siri: the bitchy lady Siri and the put out exasperated gay man Siri. But apparently Bixby is like the droid Siri.
I think so, but you never get to know, and they don't really. She doesn't say. She just ruins everything.
She tries to take
Hello,
over your
Bixby's
life.
Here, let me take over your life. But it's like I
Yeah.
don't want your life. I just wanted to take a photo.
Exactly.
I just
She
really wanted to
kills
take a photo.
Facebook Live
I just
videos.
wanted to do everything. Yeah,
I know. She comes in and takes over. It's like having a wife.
yeah, I am.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about the Waze lady, the lady that lives in the Waze program. Like she will yell at me and be very, really put out. And if I don't take the right turn, and yeah, it's like,
They get
wow, if I want to get
frustrated.
yelled at like that, I wouldn't be single.
Yeah.
That's why I'm single, so I can sit in my car in peace and not have anyone tell me that I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it's interesting, isn't it? So if you want to get on the air with us, here's what you do. You send us you send me a text at my personal cell phone. Yeah, I'm the weirdo that gives my cell out on the air. 818-437-0886. That's 818-437-0886. Leave us your name and your number, obviously, we'll have. And then we will put you in the queue, as some folks are already, to get on the show today. And then that's it. It's that easy. It's that fun. And then we do a little reading for you on the air, whatever it is you want. Psychic stuff, medium stuff, intuitive stuff, empathic stuff. Patty and I pretty much do it all. And we just want to help you however you want to be helped, because it's all about helping you. That's what Lightworkers Unite is about. And if you want to see some of our past broadcasts, or a whole bunch of them, you can go to welightworkersunite.com. And a lot of them are there. I've got some to get up. And then Patti and I do a great web series called Living with the Dead. We've got a bunch of episodes up at wearelivingwiththedead.com. And they're also on my YouTube channel, which is just at Sheena Metal. So go and enjoy some stuff and have some fun on the internet today looking at stuff. And Patti, you've got a YouTube channel too with a bunch of stuff going up now.
My YouTube channel, you can get there from my website, pattinegri.com, or you could just go search YouTube because it's under a weird name. But I've got a lot of my TV clips before they take them down. But they take them down a lot? Yeah, it's something called copyright infringement.
Yeah, I think that's illegal.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it's slightly illegal.
Yeah, slightly illegal. And YouTube does have like a 3 strikes rule, and I think I'm at 2 strikes. So
do they?
They do.
You walk on the wild side.
I do.
I didn't know you were such a rule breaker.
It's like but you don't think about it. It's like you're not. A million people know how to do it illegally. I don't want to know how to do it illegally. They'll play a whole show, but maybe a little fast or a little slow, or it's like weird. But I just want, here's my 5 minutes, or just let me pull off, a really fun 2 minutes off of an hour show of my 15 minutes, but you usually get busted.
Really?
So, but there is a lot of stuff on YouTube that's either been okayed or just my personal videos or my Hollywood Boulevard, my little how to cast a spell, how to do my money spell is all there. The other thing I can't find is us online right now.
Oh, if you go to the page where I tagged you, it's already up there, and you can that thing will be already on your page right now. How about that? How about that for instant gratification?
That is so good. Too bad I can't find anything.
Yeah.
See, I'm not the technical girl. This girl is over here doing 12 things at once. She's got like octopus arms that she's talking to 12 people. I need more arms like Shiva. And I can't even find where we're at.
Yeah, we're fine. You're good. I tagged you, and I put it on the one where I tagged you first so that it would already be automatically up on your page and make it easy for you.
Okay, thank you.
See how we work here?
Oh, there we are.
Instant gratification. All right, let's check the phone and see who wants to be on live with us first. You know what? Let's get Annette on first, because she's got paranormal questions, and we almost never get paranormal questions, and I thought it would be fun to get some paranormal questions. So, I'm going to let's give her a call right now, and then we can chit chat with her while I put this link all over the place. So if you're looking for the link online, it's coming for the Facebook Live. Just give me a couple of minutes to get it up everywhere, and then I will get it to you. And in the meantime, we will get Annette up with us. And
mine disappeared again.
This is how we roll. It's okay. My Skype disappeared.
Oh,
yeah,
I don't know. Haunted. You can name a show Haunted Playground Girl. You're going to have some activity.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I love activity. So,
yeah. And
just as long as it's not happening in my house, unlike Patti doesn't mind if it's in her house. I'm like, no activity in my house. I'll come to you for the activity. Wherever you are with your activity, I will come to you, but we don't do it in my house. Annette, welcome to the show, my friend. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you, hon?
Wonderful. Say hi to Patti, and how may we help you, sweetheart?
Hi, Patti.
Hi.
Hey, I was wondering, we have an investigation coming up, and it's kind of an odd deal. Are you guys sensing anything or feeling anything that I
give us a little more information?
No, I'm already sensing something. Patti, I'm going to send you a photo.
Okay.
I'm sending Patti the photo right now, but I got to tell you, I have such a feeling about that place, sweetheart. You make sure you extra protect yourself, all right? I think you should douche with selenite beforehand.
Okay.
That's my new thing, Patti. Here, I just sent it to you. That's my new thing, is douching with selenite. Don't you think that's a good idea?
I like it.
And take a black
I've heard of
suppository.
Stranger, yes.
I carry all kinds of protection.
Good.
And the thing of it is that I have a bad back. So I know that if they don't like me, that's the first thing they like to attack.
Uh-huh.
So I was wondering, this gentleman is very fearful. He knows nothing about the paranormal, but now he's saying, hey, I've been looking it up, and every time I go to look it up, I fall asleep.
Okay.
And I sleep for 12 hours or days.
And
so
I've
got a feeling
now
this might have an attachment.
This is the man, Annette, that works at the location? Is that who this is? The man who works at the location?
Yes, he works there and he lives there.
So are you just doing an investigation? Or are you going to do an investigation and a clearing?
Yeah, clearing.
I want to, both.
Okay.
I'm going over tomorrow, or actually I'm going over there Friday, and I'm going to do my walkthrough and see what I pick up on. And then I've got the team coming in on Saturday, so we'll do the investigation, and then I'll do a cleansing.
Oh, it's a big building-y thing.
Look at the energy coming out of that open door on the side. I would prefer, sweetheart, that you not make sure you have people with you even when you do the initial walkthrough, like a lot of people. Don't go over there like, all right.
Yeah, my husband will be with me.
Can you bring one more so it's not just the two of you?
Sure.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's never go in there with less than 3 people, because there's some not only is there some not great energy there, but if it's so strong that the man that works there is sleeping for days after he's in there, that's not really a great sign.
No, it's not. I'm afraid he might have an attachment.
Yes, or at least something attaches to him while he's there.
Right.
Patty, what do you think?
There's something in. It's weird to say left corner because I don't know north, south, west, east, and looking at that. But when you're inside there, look to a left corner, which I know depends on which way you stand. My first TV show when I was 15, the Johnny Grant, he's like, "Where do you live?" I live in Lakewood. And as a kid, where's Lakewood? And I'm like pointing over there. It's over there. So look left.
So cute.
But there's something about a corner. There's something that's kind of glungling up over there. So test that out. You're probably going to get a lot of activity there. I just wish I wasn't so vague by going left corner. I wish I could say north, south, west, or east, or left from the door, but I can't. But you will feel that. And then when you're cleansing, be broad strokes. Whatever technique. There's a million great techniques, but have a really solid one.
I can tell you what corner it is because my sense of direction is really good because my mother had none. So as you're looking at the photo, and Annette, you should put the photo up in the chat room. As you're looking at the photo, and there's that open door on the side. As you walk in that door, go look right to the left, and that's the left corner. So it's actually the back front of the building.
So I that would probably be the north side.
And
I'm wondering if that's part of where his office may be.
So it would be like the northwest corner?
Right.
Oh, that's where his office is? Well, that explains it, Patty. You picked out where the guy's office is.
Okay, so that's what it's, if it's there, or he's brought it there, or it's with him there, or whatever like that.
Yeah, I can feel the thing in that open doorway. I can feel it lurking. So just again, so much protection, like as much protection as you can muster in the world. Make sure you bring in there because this thing's not playing.
Yeah, whatever works with your belief system. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
Fill your pockets with crystals.
Helm of Awe sigil.
Got 'em.
Draw an 8-sided cross.
I carry my crystals. I carry my St. Michael. I carry.
Oh, that's good.
You name it. The smudge, the holy water. You name it.
Good.
I carry it.
Good. The holy water's good.
We normally say a prayer. Yeah.
Hold on. Patty's got a good. Patty's got a good sigil for you.
No, my favorite sigil, and I use it on the scariest and dark. It's in a Norwegian or Icelandic. It's called a Helm of Awe. You could go to Google, go Helm of HELM, new word OF, new word AWE. It's literally an 8-sided cross. I even put that in my book. It's like sacred geometry. It's a rune. Energy goes into the circle and shoots out in 8 directions. It's got a little like a Neptune trident on the end. You used to be hard to find. Now you could find them for $5 online with all the Viking shows, but you could draw it. You could draw it in 30 seconds, this 8-sided cross, see it on Google. It is the most protective thing. If you walked into my house right now, you pick up my welcome mat, under it on a postcard is that drawn. It keeps away both burglars and bad spirits because, again, it breaks up negative energy. Helm of Awe. Okay. Carry it with you, stick it in your pocket, stick it in your bra.
Helm,
HELM. OFAWE, 3 words, Helm of Awe.
You think it'll keep away?
It's got 8-sided cross with each has 3 little lines and then a little half circle like a trident. And a little circle.
I saw that on your. I saw that you have that.
Yeah, it's the best. I work with tons, and that's the best. In my experience.
I will take that and use that.
And especially because that's a big space. That's a big space that you're looking at.
Here's another thing that he's saying is he sees a dark shadow.
Yeah.
And it's like the dark shadow never moves, but yet he has like a cape on, but the cape moves. But also I'm calling them orbs. He calls them like lights because he doesn't know anything about the paranormal.
Well, sometimes there are lights and they're different than orbs. Sometimes there are actually like little lights that people see. all different kinds of things, rods and all kinds of things that are actually light. So it could be.
Energy in lots of forms.
The thing with the cape is the thing that's in that corner, in that northwest corner, because that's the thing that's peeping peeping out that door. And the fact that it doesn't move, but the cape moves, and that's not the creepiest thing you ever heard. I know. That's fantastically creepy. So just be be careful, because that thing is very active. That's not a residual thing. That's an intelligent thing. And
okay, I'm glad you said that, because that's what I was feeling. That was the one I'm going to have a battle with.
Yeah, and let's not think like a battle. Let's think like a polite disagreement. Patti, should she go and put the Helm of Awe sigils? Like if she's going to go tonight and do a walkthrough, or whenever she goes, then should she put them around the place?
You really can. You could put them around the place, especially if that guy does have an office there near that. You could stick it in the drawer of an office. Again, I draw them on Post-its. They take 3 seconds to draw. You draw them on Post-its and stick them. Mirrors are really good for active mirrors, even if you put it on the back of the mirror. I will put it on the front of a mirror. I will get that kind of like window cleaner that foams up, and I will literally just draw it with my finger and then wipe it off so you're not seeing it, and you've just still sealed it. Anything that seems really active.
Great. Oh, good. Okay. That's good to know. Good. Okay. Now, he does say that... I call it teleport, or like he's having poltergeist activity and teleport, where something will show up missing. He says it's there 1 minute, the next minute it's gone, then it shows back up.
Oh, that's
like,
yes. Spirits move things around all the time.
That could be mischievous or malicious. It could be anything. It could be fairies. If you're seeing little lights, there could be some positive things there as much as negative if it's active.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what that was kind of what I was feeling, because now this place used to be a morgue. And then it was also, what he told me last night was that it was a drop off for dead animals when the railroad would come through.
Oh God.
When animals would pass away, they would throw them in there. And I'm like, oh geez. And I've been through some really nasty paranormal investigations that were not even earthbound. But this one has really got me.
Yeah.
Where is this? Where are you? Where is this?
Where is this place?
I'm in Kansas.
In Kansas?
In Wichita, Kansas.
Well, besides being, where is it as in Kansas? Is it in a populated area or a real spare, not populated area? I mean, is there a lot of energy around it?
Yeah, it's in a populated area. It's in town.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. It's just be careful, sweetheart, okay? Yeah. Just promise us that you're going to be careful.
And know that this is our realm of existence. They really have to play by our rules unless you give them power. Don't give them power. No fear, no anger.
Yeah. I'd go in and sigil the shit out of that place and leave those things so that by the time you go in with the team, those have been sitting in there for a while, and know, maybe spray a little holy water around too. Not a bad idea. Before anybody else comes in, and just do some prep work before, because I would imagine that you, no offense to anybody on your team, but you probably protect yourself the best. So before you get the less protected people in there, I just do a little prep work when you go do a walkthrough.
Okay. Okay, and they're really good. They're really good to work with, so they'll understand that.
Sure. Yeah. Just tell them.
I told them. I said, okay, everyone, we're going to have to, this is what we're going to have to do. And they said, okay, whatever we have to do. And I'm like, oh, be ready. Because normally when I had one investigation that was so ugly, I mean, John Zappis was even involved on the phone.
He's
had
wonderful.
Called him. This has been a long time ago. And I was having a member being attacked. Well, I pulled her out. That was one of the rules. If someone's getting attacked, you're going out. We're taking you out. We're stopping, and my team comes first.
Of course.
We've got to take care of the team. And so she got extremely upset. When I put the K2 up to her, I mean, it was flying off the chart. I'm like, no. And they got upset, said I was not, they cussed me out and everything. I'm like, all righty then. But this new team that I'm on is fantastic. These girls are awesome. So whatever we have to do, they will do. And I will let them definitely know what you guys have told me, that
Good.
we're going to have to do this. And Patti, I have seen that cross, or the
sigil.
I wrote it down. Yeah, I'm in the other room, so the dogs don't bark.
Yeah, it's a nice one because it's simple. It's what it is. It's about the geometry of it, the sacred geometry of it. So it's not going to offend anybody's particular belief system or anything. Like, you don't want somebody Jewish to carry a cross. You don't want to. This one is just it's Norwegian, Icelandic. They had to protect themselves from everybody. It's fine. It's a rune.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't think. We're not hard to offend. We don't offend. So you're good.
Good.
So,
all right,
and
sweetheart.
This guy, he's really desperate. He says we need to do something, or I got to get out of here.
Yeah. I would. I always recommend getting out, but but that's just me. Run for the hills. But if he wants to stay, sweetie, at least you're going to help him, and that's wonderful. Yeah. We appreciate the call, and we love you. And follow up with us and let us know what happened and how that went. And wow, we started right out. We're not messing around. We started out really out with the scary haunting. That's fun, right? Okay, so we're going to get somebody else on. How about that? Okay. If you want to get on live with us, text me 818-437-0886. That's 818-437-0886. Just let me know if you want to get on the air, and we will give you a call. I always like to let somebody know that that we're going to put them on before we put them on. So we're going to get Brittany on with us now. Just because then when the phone rings, because I have no idea. When Skype calls out, I have no idea what number it calls from. People are like, who's this crazy person calling me? I don't know about you, but I don't answer my phone unless I know who it is.
Oh, I do because I have to, but because I never know who it is.
Oh, yeah.
But you give the whole world your text number, so it's the same. It's like,
yeah, I don't unless I know who it is. I just figure if I don't know who it is, they can leave me a text message or they can leave me a voicemail, and then I'll know who it is. I just don't. I don't know. Just the thing I don't. You know what it is, because I don't want to kind of be caught on the phone with somebody who's then, I like to know what's happening because I'm on the air a lot, so my phone time is precious time.
Yes.
Brittany, welcome to the show. Brittany, welcome to the show. How are you, my friend?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Great. Say hi to Patti, and how can we help you? May we?
Hi, Patti. How are you?
Good, thanks.
So, I would just like to start off that, Sheena, you helped me so much for my last reading, and I really feel like I have made progress with myself, and I don't feel as stuck as I did, and
I'm so glad.
I'm extremely happy. So, thank you.
You're very welcome, my friend. I'm so glad. I'm so happy. So how are you doing now? What's on your mind?
I'm doing good. I feel like I've made progress, but I still feel like sad about my father.
Yeah.
So I don't, because the way he passed away, we got into a car accident together when I was 14, and that was very traumatizing for me. I suffered from PTSD and anxiety, and I had depression at the time, and I feel like I've overcome most of it as time went by, but I still feel like I don't have a complete closure, from all of that.
Of course. I don't know, sweetheart, that you ever 100% recover from something like that. I think that there are things in life that we just don't 100% recover from, and I think that's okay. I think we put too much pressure on ourselves, like we need to be over everything. I think there are things that you move past, you move through, but they alter the actual DNA spiritually of who you are forever. And you're never going to be the same person after that. And that's okay.
Of course.
That's part of your evolution and the lessons you're learning on the earth, right?
And again, take what the changes to make them a positive change,
Exactly.
which they can. And to get rid of some of the painful things, and again, like she says, it changes, you can't always. But there's lots of ways to cut your cord attachments to stuff like that, just like you can do with people. Get a little floating candle, you could buy them anywhere, and anything that's attached to that car accident, carve on that little floating candle, car accident, because you still have a little bit of guilt attached to that.
Absolutely.
No reason to, but you do.
Survivor's guilt.
Survivor's guilt. So write guilt on the candle. Just carve into it, whether you're using a toothpick or an ice pick, and just carve all the stuff you're really ready to let go of. And then get your prettiest bowl out, fill it up with water, and float that little candle. It's called clear water. Well, again, that's our emotions. We are 60% waters. Clear water is the Abzul, the waters of forgetfulness. Float that little candle until it goes down, and then you're going to toss it, and you will actually feel some of those cords being lessened.
Yeah.
I am definitely going to try that. Thank you very much.
Brittany, what work have you been doing on yourself? What do you think has helped since you and I talked? What and how have you gotten better?
Well, I didn't have a car at the time, and I am going to get one in 2 weeks. I have been moving forward in my life instead of I don't feel it's lost, as I did. And I feel like I'm making progress to make my life even better.
Good.
So
it's beautiful, sweetheart. One step at a time, right? That's one day at a time, one step at a time. It's all you can do.
For sure.
What is going on with my throat? Okay, I can't, since we started talking, I can't stop clearing my throat. So what is it that you feel, in what way do you feel that you're not being heard, or what do you feel you're not able to say? Because there's definitely something in your throat chakra, and it's so strong that I'm actually feeling it in my throat.
I don't want to feel as though it just happened yesterday, and I do. And I know that's like you said, it's never going to go away. But...
Well, it's not that it's never going to go away. It's that it's never going to 100% be out of your subconscious. But it's one of the things that has formed you into growing into who you are, sweetheart. So it's you have to stop thinking of it as a thing that was done to you, and start thinking of it as a thing that happened so that you could grow. And know that that's what your dad wants, that your dad is with you all the time, and what he wants is for you to grow, and for he's trying to guide you through this. And I know you can sort of feel him lovingly around you, and so you have to allow him to help you. He's sticking around for you. He's not coming back until you're done on this earth, because he feels like he's your protector now.
Yeah.
Well, always was.
And your heart hurts, and that shows. So, and remember, we can't control everything that happens. Some things we can. Yeah. I'm a witch. I believe there's fate and there's free will. This thing happened to you. There's nothing you can do about it now. There's nothing you could do about it at the time. It was fate. Mm-hmm. But what you can have complete control over is how you move forward now. Mm-hmm. Complete control over that, with shifts and not shifts and everything. So again, it's your heart. Again, like she said, in that communication, what you're saying, and you put this big shield in your heart. Find something that makes you happy. Yeah. Anything that makes you happy, whether it's a new car, new friends. Do something creative with yourself. Do something that just brings you joy and happiness, because you're beating yourself up
Find a way that you can help other people, sweetie, that have been through the same thing. Find a way that you can reach out to folks. This sounds, join a grief group. There are wonderful grief groups, and they're not just for people who just lost people. They're for people who've lost people however many years ago, and they're still working on it. Yeah. And be a support system to other people that are in worse shape than you. And be a guiding light. And you can, because I just feel like you haven't gotten to the place yet where you've made any sense of what it was about.
Right. That's exactly how I feel.
You're still why? And I think when you start to help other people, you'll understand, sweetie, that it happened because you are going to become now a teacher to help other people who've been through the same thing. And a support system for folks who don't know who to turn to.
Yeah. And any way you could get out there, get your head off yourself and onto other things. A support group is a beautiful idea. Even go volunteer once a week at a women's shelter, or with foster kids that need it, an animal shelter. Yeah. You helping this little kitty or little doggy, helping them walk them. You're going to feel that much better about yourself for that heart.
Or join a mentoring program like Big Brother, Big Sister kind of a thing, where you can help somebody who lost everybody, doesn't have anybody. You know?
That sounds like a great idea.
That's what you're good
I'm
at,
definitely
sweetie.
going to consider it.
Good.
Yep.
You should. You should definitely consider it. And Patti and I think that's a great idea. And by that, we mean you should do it.
We do it.
We love you, sweetheart. Please let us know how you're doing and stay in touch. It's hard. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to be the same since my mom passed.
Right.
I'll never be the same person.
No.
But you have to become okay with who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And I think as you go through life and things happen, you have to learn to become okay with who you are.
Yeah, because look at all the good things since your mom passed. What you've done,
Amazing
what you've created.
things.
Yeah.
Amazing things. And I'll tell you, talk about Survivor's Guild, and I know you and I have talked about this personally, and I've talked about it a little bit on the air. Sometimes I feel guilty because I'm here and I'm the happiest I've ever been, and I'm doing the best work of my life since she left. And sometimes I feel guilty that I'm so happy and she's gone.
Right.
But then I have to remember that she
that's the
wants me to
whole
be
plan.
this happy.
Yeah.
And she's fostering this happiness, and that she let me go so I could soar like I have. And this is all in her design. And then that makes me not so sad. But there are times where I think, how come, I have the whys, like how come all this wonderful stuff is happening and she's missing it? Well, she's not, because obviously she's where she is. She's seeing it all. But then I have to remember that a lot of this stuff happened because she died.
Right.
I might not have done any of this if she hadn't died. So she might not have given me her gifts. I might not have come into my own power with my own gifts. I might not have, obviously wouldn't have founded the nonprofit because it was founded on her teachings and for her. I mean, I might have, but I didn't. So you have to just sort of be okay with where we are today on our show.
Yeah. Embrace it.
And just move forward. So if you want to get on the air with us, 818-437-0886. That's 818-437-0886. Okay, so we're gonna get Michelle on, and then Nancy. I think you're next after that. So if you're listening, then you know. But I'm gonna send you both a text, and then anybody else, just let us know. We've got a list we're putting together, so we'll put you on the list. And of course, if you haven't been on the air with us before, or with me on any of my shows, you go to the top of the list, because that's just how it works. Because we need to give everybody a chance, because I'm the queen of fairness to a fault, my friends. Sometimes my fairness has not boded so well for me in my life. Again, 818-437-0886. Michelle, you are with us next, and we're going to get her on in just a second. Patti, to let people know how they can find your book while I get Michelle on with us.
Okay, you can find my book on Amazon. Actually, for those people on video,
I've
I've got one.
Yay!
You could get a print copy, or you can download it and have it in 30 seconds for just $6. It's very simple. I just tried to get is a fast as easy read, and just really helpful little simple things. How to clear your house, how to bring in love to your life, how to do money, how to create money. You don't have to be a psychic medium. Nope. You don't have to be an intuitive. You don't have to be a witch. It's just kind of using the energy that's out there in nature and within us, and all of our God, nature, universe given gifts.
Yep.
Ourselves.
Yep.
So
Absolutely true.
Get
Absolutely.
it. Let me know what you think.
I love that.
And the Helm of Awe is in there, so everybody can have that little protection sigil.
Get the book and trace the Helm of Awe from the book, and then you will always have it. Michelle, welcome to the show. How are you, my friend?
Hi, ladies. How are you?
Wonderful. It's great to hear your voice.
Yes.
Say hi to Patti and know what's on your mind. How may we help you?
We lose her?
Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry. I think we lost you for a minute. The gods of phone connection were messing with us.
Oh, hi, Patti.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, goodness.
Breathe.
Can you hear me?
We can.
I think I need to turn this off.
Okay.
Hello.
Can you hear us okay?
Hi, is that better?
You know what, sweetie? I'm going to call you right back because our connection's bad. I'm going to call you right back. We're going to try this again because that connection's going to be trouble throughout the call. I can feel it. There are gremlins in the phone, my friends, tiny gremlins, and they live in Skype. They're the Skype gremlins. Michelle, how's that?
Is that better?
Oh, that's way better.
Yes.
Oh, my God, fantastic.
Okay.
Sometimes just a reset is all you need.
Okay.
So what's on your mind, my friend? How may we help you?
Oh, I just want to know, basically, oh, good. I don't know.
You don't know?
so much going on. I don't know.
Okay,
Just start
so-
anywhere.
Yeah,
I just want to know if you feel anything that
you
there's
feel like
something
this.
that I need to know that I can't quite figure out.
You
Maybe
feel
that's a good way to say it.
all over the place, sweetheart. You
Yeah.
feel like, remember we
Right.
were in college, Bill the cat? That's what you feel like like just all over the
Yep.
place. So I think
It
that
is.
the first thing that I would say to you is you would benefit from some breathing and
Right.
some calming yourself down emotionally and spiritually so that you can focus more, because I think you're
Yeah.
trying to deal with so many things at once. It's like you're trying to shove 57 things through a tiny hole, and
Exactly.
you need to just tell
One.
everyone to line up one at a time.
One.
So if you were to
Right.
close your eyes and say, what is the most important thing that's really, really, really bothering you, it needs to be addressed right now, what is it?
It would have to be obviously safety for me and my family.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
I feel that, my son has just passed away, and
So sorry.
there wasn't, the circumstances weren't normal, we'll say.
Okay.
And my birth mother has passed away, and that
So
wasn't
sorry.
normal either. And, I just want to make sure that everybody's safe. And it's hard to do that when, if you have outside forces trying to oppress and keep
Right.
you down,
No.
and you're fighting all that and trying to, being adopted, not knowing my birth family, and having some things being told about it that aren't true has been confusing. And
Sure.
so I've had to do like what you're saying and kind of, focus and try to just do one thing. I've been writing stuff down and
Good.
Mhm.
So yeah, you're intuitive. If you
Mhm.
could stop the chatter,
Yeah.
if you can stop the chatter, you're kind of intuitive. So don't listen to what whoever tells you, whoever told you what, and whoever this and whoever that.
right.
Because you can, if you again quiet yourself in whatever form, you can kind of know what that is.
Yeah.
Are you worried about safety of your family from this world circumstances
gonna ask the same
or
thing.
other world
Yes.
circumstances?
Force-
you
what
think
does
that there's
forces
people out
mean?
to get you, or you think there's spirits or a curse out to get you?
Yeah. What are the forces you're referring to, sweetheart?
Well, I thought that it was maybe the supernatural world, but I don't believe that at all. I believe
No.
that's what's helping me.
Yeah.
And talking to one of my half sisters that I didn't grow up with, apparently my birth mom was the same as me. And I did get to meet her before she passed away.
Yeah. She had
And
gifts
she was
too.
a lot like that too.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
And she thought that too, but I have since found out some information. I don't really want to say it, right here because,
It's okay.
I have some help with the, higher ups right now. So they're, I don't want to divulge that right now, but yeah, it's definitely some earthly people.
Of course. It usually is. I mean, as bad as the spirit
Mhm.
world can be, I mean,
Mhm.
the real crotch punchers are usually humans. That's
Right?
usually that's where the trouble comes from. I
Yeah,
think
and it kind
it's-
of got thrown on me. I wasn't used to all the supernatural stuff. I hadn't, I didn't realize that I could do all that,
Well, and a lot of times, human beings who carry a lot of darkness and negativity with them are manifesting supernatural things within them as well. So then it's sort of like a twofer. I mean, that happens
Yeah.
sometimes because when
Yeah.
when there's a hole inside of you, when you're not firmly connected to your core, firmly connected to spirit, firmly grounded to the earth, then you leave kind of holes in you for things to come and attach.
Yeah.
And so
And that's exactly what happened
and
to
that,
me.
and then right, and that you might have gotten that attachment from some other person who's being a nuisance in your life who also has stuff. They're like giving away free attachments. It's like getting mono from someone. I mean, it can happen. So the most important thing, sweetheart, I think, is that a little bit what we told Brittany, our last caller, is you need to stop thinking about life as it's something that's being done to you. And start thinking about this is a journey. This is a particularly difficult time. I have there are a lot of celestial and earthbound shit starters around me that are causing me some trouble that I have to overcome. But the universe is not out to get me. The world is not out to get me. I think sometimes when we get stuck in sort of that victim place, and it's easy when you're being attacked, to become like, well, I'm going to fight back. And you feel and become your spiritual story about yourself becomes, I'm the person that's always attacked. And I understand that. I totally understand that. but it's about sort of getting away with that ideology and creating a new story for yourself. Does that make sense, Patti?
Completely, because you're a manifester. You know that, right? You manifest stuff. That works both ways, you know. So start really creating your thought pattern, your action pattern, mind, body, spirit, because you're with the thought pattern, like what Sheena just said. You're going to create. Doing to me, you're creating it just as much, allowing it, because you're a pretty powerful manifester. So start really seeing how you want your life to look, your family's life to look.
Okay.
From this second on.
Yeah.
Yes, that's wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
you got this.
Yeah, totally. I think it's just a perspective switch for you. That perspective switch will start you really on a very different journey.
And like she started out, you have to breathe. I am holding my chest this whole phone call. Holy moly, girl.
Yeah.
You're so wrapped tightly.
Yeah, you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself, sweetheart. And then and we don't want that, because that can begin to manifest into physical problems if you don't give yourself a break, you know?
Yeah, I don't want that to happen.
Hugely.
I've been feeling better. I've been feeling better. So
good.
It's just,
keep it going.
100 degrees doesn't help right this second.
Oh my
in Florida
God.
with no air conditioning. So in a couple of weeks, that'll be getting better.
Yeah.
That will help.
Yeah, no, 100 degrees in Los Angeles too. We're all
it's hot.
It's like we're breathing
goodness.
in liquid here. It feels like liquid heat. Yeah, it's icky. But sweetie, you are so going to be okay. I think the most important thing for you, honey, is you just need to know that you are protected and you are loved. Because I feel that you need to always know, love, that the universe has your back and loves you so much.
Thank you.
So don't ever doubt that, because I think sometimes you lose that connection, and spirit's trying to connect to you, but you're not connecting to them because you're too busy spinning in a ball saying that damn universe never connects with me. And they're like, but they're trying to, like, you know, like in Avatar when they would hold ponytails, their little blue ponytail is coming down, trying to find your ponytail so you guys can hold ponytails. But your ponytail's whipping around, right? Like Patti said, it's whipping in a circle. They're like we can't dock to this thing because it won't calm down. And then you're like, where's my universe? They're like, we're right here. You need to slow it down a little bit so we can connect with you, because they want to help. The universe always has your back and wants the best for you. And I think when you really kind of hold ponytails with the universe and get that connection locked in, the Patti's laughing at me.
I know, I love that.
Because I'm so goofy.
That is funny.
Then you'll really start to put into perspective what human beings are doing to you, and you'll start to think, you know what, I got this. These are just like a pest infestation. Yeah. I can handle this, you know? And
I just got chills because I have a little book, and that was what I write in. I write all my notes and my numbers and stuff in it. It says, "You've got this" on the front of it.
You got this, baby. And like my mama used to always say, give yourself a break, kid. I mean, you need to give yourself a break. You don't have to hold the whole universe on your shoulders. You know?
Y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome.
You're going to be okay. We love you, sweetheart. Please stay in touch and let us know how you're doing. It's Lightworkers Unite right here on Haunted Playground. You know, we love when the Lightworkers get together. This is my Lightworkers Unite. Patti's like my favorite thing in the whole world right now.
Versa vice versa.
I just think that it's so important that and we're such a good group, right? Jason McKean, Shauna Grace, Pamela Beatty, Joy Koff, Belle Salisbury, L.A. Weiss, my best friend in the whole world. It's such a good group of people, and it's Seth Dietland and Angelica Perman and Alex May. It's so important, I think, that for people to see psychics and mediums being friends and working together.
Yeah. Because if we can't, who can?
Exactly. I don't like when I see discord in the spiritual community. I think that we need to be a unified force to help other people. Yes. I think that's so important. All right, so we're going to get Nancy on the phone now. I'm going to text Nancy and let her know we're calling. And then, and more people are coming in. We're loving that you're coming in. So, let me tell Nancy. Nancy, you're next. And Nicole, if you're listening, you're after that. And then Lori, if you're listening, you're after that. So that's what's happening right now. Today on our show, and everybody's in the system. I had a little time today while I was chit-chatting with Patti to put everybody in the system so we're not all standing around while I put numbers in Skype, which I'm sure is the worst radio and the worst television ever. But okay, so we're getting Nancy with us. Nancy found me in a really strange way and texted me in the middle of the night, Patty. I guess
Really?
we have some, there's all kinds of different apps for radio that LA Talk Radio is on now. And she just randomly found the show and sent me a text
Yay.
over the weekend. And now here she is on Lightworkers Unite. So in just moments, as soon as Nancy, welcome to the show, my friend. How are you?
I'm very good. It's nice to talk with you.
Nice to talk with you, too. I was just telling Patty the interesting way that we met, that you just randomly found the show and then randomly sent me a text and I randomly answered.
And how random is
I
random?
know it all just worked out very serendipitously.
And here you are now. Isn't that nice? It's so great to hear your voice, my friend.
Thank you. Same here. And hi, Patty.
Hi.
I'm enjoying just listening to you talk to everyone else. And I loved that you recommended to one of those callers to go to an animal rescue and walk dogs when you really are lost.
Yeah.
That's a great idea because you don't have to converse or anything. You can just be present. And I loved your suggestion, and I hope that works for the woman that called. So,
because they're just love. Animals like that are just love. And
Animals
these are
are-
really in need animals. And then you're really seeing the help.
And I think Patty said a beautiful thing, Nancy, that to Brittany, that sometimes you just need to get out of your head.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to get out of the sort of the hamster wheel that you're on and just find a place where you can get out of the situation and look at it from the outside in. And a great way to do that is service, any kind of service. Like go to a convalescent home and hold somebody's hand and listen to their stories. I mean, volunteer at a soup kitchen, anything that you can do. Go sit with a homeless person on the street and talk to them for 15 minutes and bring them a hamburger. I mean, there's so many different people that need help. And sometimes when I feel like, and I get that way, I feel like everyone's out to get me and I get bunched up. I'm a normal paranoid Aries person. It helps me. The first thing I do is I pull myself out of it and think, well, who can I help? And if I start helping others, then I forget about the fact that I feel like I'm spinning. So.
Great advice.
So
excellent advice.
What's on your mind, my friend? How may we help you?
Okay. Wow. Like I said, I found your show just totally very oddly. But anyway, where I'm at right now, I'm a retired social worker, and actually I work at an animal shelter. So that was
nice.
So that's why I was commenting on that. I'm trying to get some plans together for like the next chapter in my life.
Beautiful.
I'm 65, and life has changed a lot since retirement. And now I'm trying to figure out where to go from here. And also, as far as finances, I don't know if this is something you like listen in on.
Sure.
But I'm wondering how that's going to work out. I mean, I have some plans in place. But as far as short term and long term, I'm concerned about that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm concerned about that
Makes
a lot.
sense.
And I think those are the primary things that are in my head right now. I'm very open and I try to listen. And so now I'll listen to you.
On the finances thing, I think you have that way more. I think you're just creating some worry for worry's sake. I think you have that more handled than 99% of people.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Believe in you, my friend.
I not presently. I don't. I would have to disagree with that, unless something is coming forward that I don't know about.
Something is coming forward, something that you're going to be really passionate about, and it's like you said, new chapter of life. It's going to really feel like a new chapter.
Yes.
And I don't, energetically, I do not see you being a big money issue person. So don't create it. I mean, I understand you might be going, okay, there's not this in my bank account and there is this and rent is that. But I don't see that being one of your life issues. So don't create it now just because you've retired.
Sweetie, I think that retirement's a fearful word for you. And I think you've been sort of dreading it for a while just because of this.
Oh, no. I actually love it. I actually love being retired. I love it. I've been retired for a while. I've been retired for a while. I worked as a social worker and child protector for quite a long time. And adult protective and foster care and
Sure.
the sex abuse task force. So, and everything I did, I really cherished it. I mean, there were a whole lot of reasons for why people do what they do. But I've been retired for probably about 6 years now, but it's just that some of my part-time jobs are now winding down.
Sure.
And so things are changing a little bit. Some
Right.
people have moved out of the area where I am. So circle of friends are changing.
Sure.
And so I think everything's kind of in a state of flux.
Sure.
And I have that concern. I just have
Of
that
course.
concern about financing.
Of course. Well,
But
and that's
also,
that's what I
like,
meant by
what-
retired, sweetheart. I didn't mean retired from your career. I meant retired from what you did after you retired. That the idea of not having any kind of job and not have any kind of active money coming in is what kind of what concerns you, what worries you.
My misunderstanding.
Yeah, not-
okay.
not-
I misunderstood the way you
Yeah,
said that.
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Because that's what you meant too. Not that, again, it's some people have this weird money karma issue thing that they grew up with and stuff. I could certainly be wrong, but I'm not feeling it with you. I just think, think big.
That you're going to find
Okay.
something else that's going to make you happy, sweetheart. That you'll find another thing that I know you've got a couple irons in the fire. One of them is going to come through beautifully, and you're going to find another thing that helps pay the bills and keeps you happy and active. Because, like I said, you're not a person that wants to be retired. Like you're retired maybe from.
Oh no, I'm out every day,
Right.
and I swim every day,
Right.
and so I'm out there every day.
Right.
Yep.
You're not just
And,
home with
yeah,
your
here
feet
we-
up watching in your bathrobe watching Home Shopping Network all day. Like you
oh
want
my
to be.
God, no! Oh, that would be the death of me. Oh my God, that would
See,
be awful.
this is what I meant by a person who
Excuse me.
fears retirement. You want to be someone who is still doing something for the world and making a difference of some sort.
And you have so much life
I
force, so
think
much
I have another-
vibrancy.
Yeah. What I would truly love to do is be in New England and be near the ocean. That's what I would love to be. And I'm in upstate New York. So I'm trying
you're
to
close.
figure out a way to do that.
You're close.
You know.
Manifest it. You're so close. I mean, you're closer than
Yeah.
a lot of people to getting near an ocean.
Yeah.
You could be in Iowa.
Yeah. No, you can
Oh,
do this. This
yeah.
is that. Make it a challenge. Make it your goal. Make it your
Yeah.
And I don't want to, because I don't know how long the call should
You're
last.
fine,
Here's
as
another
long as it's
question.
supposed to.
It was probably the last one that
Okay.
I mentioned on there. There's just been so many people that have passed on.
Yeah.
It seems like I know more people now that are on the other side than I do, living and breathing, because some people have died at younger ages. And then there's our connections. You said you lost your mother. I lost my mother like probably 15 years ago.
Yeah. It's
And
hard.
it's just like, do we have folks watching over us?
Oh yeah.
Of course. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can't you feel your mama watching over you?
Oh, well, certainly I can, but I think that's more memory than.
No. Are
No,
you
they're
kidding me?
real.
No.
Okay, your mom is laughing right now. She's laughing that you think that's a
Yeah.
memory because she is so active and present in your life, right, Patti?
Yeah. And so is some tall, thinnish person. Did you have a tall, thinnish person? I think it's a fairly recently.
Well, my former husband, he and I are very great friends, and that's an odd thing, but it works. He's very tall and very thin, but he's alive. I just saw him about 3 days ago.
Okay.
So,
Well, he really cares about you, whatever that is.
oh yeah, it's true. We make great friends, not marriage partners, but great friends.
Sure.
Excellent friends.
I got a couple of those myself.
Yeah. And, it's like you wonder about the odyssey of life, but it works. Yeah. And he's a good person. So, and I just lost a brother about 5 years ago.
Tall,
and,
tall, thinnish person?
Yeah.
Was your brother a tall, thinnish person?
Well, yeah, actually, who was tall? He was a triathlete and a pilot. Yeah.
There's your tall.
So you got him on both sides.
You got a tall, thinnish person everywhere.
But no. There's
I do.
lots of ways you can connect. Again, put on some music, light a candle. I do this thing called Dream School. Put a glass of water by the side of your bed so you could do it while you're asleep and the chatty left brain doesn't get in the way. If you want, I've been communicating with the other side since I was a little kid. Sheena too. We both, I know, like talk to dead people every day. I've gotten very specific things from deceased people, like iPhone code, so their widow can open up their phone. It's real. They're there.
Yeah. I talked to a dead Sphinx cat.
What were you just saying about the glass of water? I didn't catch all of that.
I call it dream school. Putting a glass of water by, we are 60% water. Water is our emotions. I work elementally.
Right.
Water is a conduit for spirit. So putting don't drink water by your bed. And I know a lot of people do, but if it's open, notice how bad it tastes in the morning. It's collected everything, emotions, spirits, just blah. Keep your drinking water sealed and a little further away, but put an open glass of water by your bed and call it your dream water.
Yeah.
You can say, I want to talk to my deceased brother or family or friends or mom, or what is the meaning of life, or what outfit should I wear tomorrow, or just ask the universe, God, whatever words you use, show me what I need to know. You are giving permission to the universe. This is like a little like a charger or battery to download you. It's sometimes in dream form, sometimes in just download form while you're asleep and out of your own way.
I never heard that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a Cancerian, so
what you will stir your water. It's in my book. Dream school. But again, that's all you have to do. If you want to go further with it, and people who have trouble, water is like a cure for almost, if people who have trouble sleeping, put that glass of water and make it pull everything that keeps you awake into the water. The over chatty thoughts, the worry, the this or that, it'll pull into the water. But for dream school, yeah.
Thank you.
Set your alarm 10 minutes before.
Yeah, I'll check back with you in a couple of weeks and let you know how things are going. I see it's 4:00 Eastern time, so you've probably got to go to break now, don't you?
Oh, she's good. She's running everything here.
Nancy's
You're good.
The producer. Yes, you're a new producer, Nancy. Yes, thank you for the call, sweetheart. You are wonderful, and we appreciate you. And let us know how it's going. And on that, we're going to take just a really super quick break to do our station ID at the top of the hour, because Nancy says we must.
Yes.
It's on the playground right here on LA Talk Radio. That's Patti Negri. I'm Sheena Metal, and we're here with you for the next hour. Text me if you want to get on the air for a psychic reading, healing, some spiritual counseling, paranormal chat. 818-437-0886. Make sure to leave me your name. We'll be right back right after this. Here we go.
Haunted Playground.
Irreverent, entertaining, cool. You're listening to LA Talk Radio.
It's on the playground right here in LA Talk Radio. I'm Sheena Metal. My guest is the wonderful Patti Negri, and it's Lightworkers Unite today. Readings, healings, counseling, paranormal chat on the air. All you have to do is text me, 818-437-0886. We're going to get Nicole on the air with us. That was like the quickest commercial break ever. Yeah. I hope that Nancy thought that was a long enough break.
I know.
Was that okay, Nancy? I just did the minimum. I hope that was all right, because Nancy's our new producer, so we have to ask.
She's good.
We have to ask permission. Yeah, she is good, isn't she? So, this is, you talk about not knowing what's going on in your life. She found me on an app that I didn't even know we were on. So there you go. That's that was my moment where I was like you. I'm like, what is that? And I didn't even know it was real. And I'm on the phone with my best friend, LA, and I said, what is this? And she's like, well, I looked it up. It's a real app. And I'm like, weird.
Wow.
How did I not even know?
And you're talking through it.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't even know where my show broadcasts. That's how brilliant I am, people. So, enter at your own risk with me.
Bixby put it there.
It's actually the Bixby app. It basically tells you what to do with your whole life. I feel like Bixby stalks you a little bit.
I know. I should have spent 3 minutes and actually see what it is, and maybe I'll go, I love Bixby. Who knew? But I don't think
so. Nicole, we're going to get Nicole on right now. In just seconds. Here we go. Phone is ringing. I'm sparing you Nicole, welcome to the show, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing great, Sheena. Hi, Patti.
Hi, Nicole.
It's good to hear your voice, my friend. What's on your mind? How may we help you?
So my mother is going to be released from prison on the 18th. She's dealt with addiction just all of my life. I went through foster care and all of that. Well, when she gets out, I would like to do a blessing and a cleansing and a blessing for her to kind of try and help her stay out of that realm, the addiction realm. how would I go about doing this?
There's a billion really beautiful ways. The one way to do it, though, because she's been somebody who's got in trouble with the system, but it's not going to be in telling her what to do. It's going to be in enrolling her in a new vision, enrolling her in a new. It's like, instead of like, well, the blessing itself could be, and this, and your happiness, and your freedom, and this, enrolling her in a new vision, bring in color, bring in texture, bring in laughter, bring in joy. It doesn't have to be a money thing. You can create a beautiful ritual. I'm the queen of the most simplistic rituals. You could, get a big old ashtray, have her write down everything that she's just letting go of. Again, addiction problems, jail, insecurities, have them write it down, and you guys burn it up together, and then create something new, either draw it or carve it into a candle, or make some magical little thing out of it. Create your own sigil, do something called a spare sigil, where you create your own magical thing, so that she sees a new way of living into, not what she isn't going to have anymore or doesn't have. I just keep hearing that, enrolling her in a new vision with a lot more color and more space, a literal space, because, from jail to the free world can be overwhelming. Yeah. So,
yeah. And I think
I just don't want her to relapse, because she's finally out after 4 years. And then if she gets in trouble again, she's going for the rest of her life, basically.
Right. Well, I think very much pose it to her, sweetheart, that this is like her 2.0. This is her time to start again, and the excitement of the starting again, and the rejuvenation that comes with starting again. And when is she being released?
She'll be released the 18th, and I'm gonna go out there the 19th.
Well, I mean, you should definitely do a solstice prayer with her. Yeah. For summer solstice.
Summer solstice.
Because what time of renewal and new things and rebirth, and that's exactly what's happening to her right at that time.
Celebrating life. Okay. Celebrating life.
Yes, exactly. And burn some Palo Santo. I like sage, but Patti says then you have to burn something else. So I burn sage and then lavender.
Good.
And
perfect.
Give her teach her how to do white light protection prayers, that she can do one when she goes to bed every night. She can do one when she wakes up in the morning. And those will happen. But when you talk to her three-dimensionally, just keep talking about, like Patti said, about act like it's a good thing. This is your chance to start everything over. This is your brand new life. Isn't this great? Not like, well, gee, Mom, don't screw up one more time, or you're going to the big house for life. Because that's hanging on the back of her brain anyhow. She already knows that if she screws up again, she's going away for life. She doesn't need to hear that. She needs to hear, isn't this a wonderful thing that the universe has given you a new start? And isn't it wonderful to be sober and to be able to have all this wonderful input coming in that couldn't come in before? But know that she has your gifts, and she has your empathic ability, as your grandmother did. She does too, and that's a lot of why she uses, because she's covering up all the input that's coming in. So she has to learn now how to be a sober person and deal with all the spiritual and emotional input that's coming, and not be able to block it out with anything. And I am a totally sober person, not in recovery, but never in my life did it. So I know what it's like to deal with my gifts and deal with all the stuff we get from people and all the completely sober. I can't just go sit somewhere and have a couple glasses of wine. I mean, I could, but I choose not to, and make it all go away. So she's going to have to learn where to put that stimulus that comes in, because her normal MO so far has been not to let it come in, to put a blanket of substance around her that blocks it out. So that's going to be the hardest thing, is that she's going to be very raw, because for the first time in her life, she's going to be taking in all of this stuff that she never took in before, or since she's been using.
Right. But what she's got now is she's probably clean.
Yeah.
She's out of jail, and she's got a daughter who loves her and is concerned about her. There is no better starting place than that. She's got everything. She's got everything.
She's the reason why I've been going down. I mean, I used to watch her do tarot cards, and my little nickname for her is Freya, or she calls me Freya.
Aww.
And it's like, because of her is why I'm so spiritual. And it just kills me to see her in the circumstances that she's in.
Yeah.
You know?
So
I had my son. Well, I had my son, and then she got locked up, and he was only 6 months old. My son's now 3.5, and this will be the first time that he gets to see her.
Yeah.
So that gives her something to be clean for and live for and be
Yes.
happy for.
Yeah.
So, and if she's into goddess, or she's into Freya, whether it's Freya or find a different one, a nice strong goddess, and that, you know,
Yeah.
and maybe get her a little statue or a little picture of it, and going, okay, let's start working with this, Diana, or whoever you so choose. Hecate, go strong on your. If she's into
Yeah.
goddess, you have help there.
Yeah.
And again,
Kuan
remember,
Yin.
it has to, you have to have the mind and the body and the spirit. When you have all three, you get it. You have a home run. 1 out of 3 is wishful thinking. 2 out of 3 is hit or miss. We know that we'll never surpass our belief system. If she believes she's not worthy of being out of jail, she's going to end up in jail. She has to, that's why I said enroll her in a new vision. See what life on the outside with a beautiful grandchild and a daughter who loves her is. And then having her take action. She's, keep her busy, whatever she has to do without you taking full responsibility. And then the spirit, that could be going into the goddess work, go following moon cycles or anything. 3 out of 3 is a home run.
Well, and get her involved in something, like the parolees that work with the pit bulls, that show. Get service is a wonderful way to get us out of ourselves, as I think we've said to 3 people today on the show.
It's
Patty.
that day. It's that
Find
day.
something that the 2 of you can do in service together. With animals, with older folks, with homeless folks, and something you can bring your son to. And then it can become a family thing, and then she gets out of her own thing. And then she gets into society where she's helping, someone's not helping her. Because, she's been a ward of the system for so long.
Right. And she needs to feel needed. She needs to feel important, like enrolling her in the vision that your kid needs to have a grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we're all doing something as a family to help people.
Is there a way I can do like a protection for her, a protection spell or something, just to kind of help her? Because I don't want her to just go about it and do it on her own. I want to be there to help her.
Yeah, but
and physically.
get her permission for it if you can, because it'll be 100,000 times better. Just say protection that keep you safe. It's that focus on the prize. Focus on where you want to be, not where you get sidetracked. Oh, squirrel over here. Oh, squirrel drugs over here. Oh, squirrel. There's lots you can look them up. There's even probably stuff in here, or create one that's yourself. Again, that we're putting this beautiful light of just love around you.
Send me a text, sweetie. I can send you some good ones. And also I can give you a couple that she can say herself once you do the big one for her, to sort of keep rebooting the protection for her. And also, I'm going to say it because crystals. I mean, she should be cleansing herself with a selenite and a tourmaline. She should be grounding with a smoky quartz and hematite. Yeah. She should be wearing hematite bracelets. And
I just got her some black tourmaline.
Good.
I got her some blue kyanite. I got her a quartz. Good. And the next thing I need to get her is the hematite and selenite.
Good. Perfect.
Yes. Good.
All good choices. All perfect choices.
Yeah.
When I do the protection spell, because you know how my spirit guide and my guiding spirits, they're into the Wicca, would I be able to ask for their assistance?
Of course. Yeah, that's what they're there for, sweetheart, to help you.
And then trust what you're being told, whether it's in real words or just like, oh, wow, why don't we do this? Why don't we go, hug a tree for a while? Why don't we?
How about we take a day and we go, sit with some older folks in a convalescent home and listen to their stories and hold their hands. Because then your mom feels like she's helping someone instead of everyone has to help her. Because the story she has of herself right now, sweetheart, is I'm this loser that can't get out of my own way. And everybody, whether it's my daughter, the system, my parole officer, my lawyer, everybody has to help me because I can't figure my own stuff out. So what you want to do is find, like Patti said, a way where she can start to grow her power. And feel like, oh, I'm a powerful person and I can help other people. I can walk this dog. I can go help this older folk. I can sit with this homeless person. So she doesn't feel like she's always the one that has to be a ward of the universe. She needs things to feel good about herself, because those feelings of defeatism and that you're never going to be anything and that you're never going to get out of your own way, that's when then the addiction is around the corner saying, yeah, you're right. You're a total loser. So just come use me. See, I'm right here.
That's all you're good for. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's in Lake Havasu, and it's such a small town that everybody knows everybody. So I'm scared that once she gets out, all those so-called friends that are actually acquaintances are going to hound her.
But that's why you, again, find her some new things, what Sheena was just saying. Find her some new things to do, new friends.
Yeah.
You know, anything that maybe something she's always wanted to do and hasn't done, you know, anything. Join a choir, book club.
Do you know, send me another text and remind me, Nicole, one of our listeners, lives in Havasu, or does she live in Elsinore? Oh, she lives in Elsinore. That's not Havasu. Okay, I will send me a text, and I will find a metaphysical center in Havasu that she can start going to. I will use my network of lovely people, my network of crystal huggers, and we'll find a place she can go to, and just go and take a class, or go to a sound bath, or meditate, or go meet people that are not, their focus is not being addicted.
And Havasu I used to be a river rat. I know Lake Havasu well. Up and down the Colorado River. It's beautiful, and there's magic there. Yes, it's also, it's a party place, and people go and like whatever. Yeah. But use the magic of the nature that you have there, that powerful river running through, and the lake running through, and the desert. Again, I know there is magic in Havasu. Embrace it. Use it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
it's
much,
not just the little sluggy people that are also there. No, stay away from them. High vibration. You're a high vibration girl. See you, and you're
I usually find a private cove, because I was raised in Havasu, so I know every little nook and cranny there. And I usually find just a little private cove, and I'll do my little meditation. And I love Havasu.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So she's got a lot going for her. Yeah. She got you. She's got a new grandchild. She lives in a very magical place.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep the faith, my friend. It's going to be okay. And send me a text, and I'll make sure to send that info over to you, and we'll find a place where she can go. Because I think sometimes if you are a spiritual person, focusing on your spirituality is the way to go. And sometimes it's just a matter of finding a place where like-minded people are gathering.
Okay. Do you know the Native American wolf story? This is a perfect one for that. The two wolves outside your door. Okay. This is great. It's not mine. It's Native American. American, we use things like, the glass half empty, glass half full. So tell the story to your mom, because there's two wolves outside your mom's door. One has a lifelong addiction problem, in jail. A lot of time people go back to jail. That wolf is standing right outside the door. The other wolf that's standing outside the door is, again, she's got a beautiful daughter and a grandchild. She lives in a very magical, energetic place. Both wolves are outside. You flat out ask her which one lives. Mm. And so she'll get really silent for a second, and then she'll either sadly go, "Oh, the bad wolf," or she'll go, "The good wolf," with her. Just say, "No, it's the one you feed."
Yeah.
Mom, feed the good wolf. Yeah. So that's something to just catch yourself. I use this all the time, because I catch myself going, "Oh, I'm late for this, or I don't have time. I'm feeding the bad wolf right now." It'll just go away and dissipate and get skinny and go away. Feed the good wolf. Feed the good wolf. Feed the good wolf. Let your mom see that.
Well, and for everybody listening, not just Nicole, for your mom, but for everybody listening, there are people around who are consistently feeding the bad wolf. And sometimes their energy will drain you and make you think you need to feed the bad wolf. And you really have to learn to rise above it and just sort of make it go away. And it's sort of like if you were walking down the street and people were just screaming hate at you and you had to ignore it. I mean, there are people like misery loves company, the expression, right? There are folks that live in the negative, and they want you to live in the negative. And I think we see that in the addiction world a lot, when somebody gets sober and then none of their addicted friends will talk to them anymore. I mean, but that happens sometimes when you get single. Your married friends won't talk. I mean, people like groupthink, and addiction is very much a groupthink thing. So your mom's going to have to start thinking for herself and learn to find her grounding outside of that addict groupthink.
Okay.
And that's,
I'll definitely be doing all of that.
Good.
Anything I can do to help her.
Good.
I know that I'll definitely be having her get a reading from you, just so she can get some stuff clarified with her dad and everything.
I think that's completely smart, sweetheart.
Yes. And again, but don't do it at your expense. Do this, add it to your life and what you're doing, but don't, I could see you overtaking on the responsibility of her.
I agree.
Put you first. Put you and your child first.
You and your son
you'll
first.
Still have just as much for her as you need.
Absolutely. You're going to be okay, sweetheart. We love you, and we're thinking about you. Let us know how it's going. We would love that. Lightworkers Unite. If you want to get on the air with us, 818-437-0886. That's 818-437-0886. We're really moving through them today, aren't we? This is fun. We're going to get Lori on with us now. And then Lori's up, and then Kelly is up, and then Tarsha. So that's what we've got. Those are the three on deck right now, and maybe Crystal if she becomes available, and then we'll work down the list from there. So, Lori, welcome to the show. In just seconds, we've got Lori. Lori, welcome. It's wonderful to hear your voice, my friend.
Hi, Sheena. Hi, Patti.
Hi.
I'm calling from Canada.
Nice. We
I've
love
talked
that.
to you a few times.
That's why you're so mellow and so chill. I'm calling from Canada. You're not as angry as like all the folks from our country that call.
It's actually my day off, my one day off right now. So
Yay.
Nice,
I'm enjoying it.
What's on your mind, my friend?
Financially, I just started another new job.
Good.
My last one was toxic.
Right.
So I left that one.
Good.
And I got a new one.
Mm-hmm.
And my husband was laid off for a year, and now he's back to work. So just financially, I just want to know, when we will see that green line instead of that red line.
Oh, Patti?
Financially.
Well, I think you've already started. You've got a new job.
Agreed.
He's got a new job. So just watch the little climb of the little line. Don't make it about that. I think what I'm getting from Spirit is that you learned a lot of lessons when you were in a place of not having and lack. So take the good, both even how do you work with money and not work with money you learned. So take those good lessons into it with you, and they're just going to help you, and just let go of that whole sense of lack, because you don't need to keep in that anymore. You guys both have the job. The universe just said, "Bing, okay, we're done with that." So don't recreate it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes, sweetie, when we've been through hardship or we've been in a toxic situation, it's almost like we're waiting for the other shoe to drop. We're waiting for the next toxic situation to come. And it's very important that we switch our spiritual and emotional ideology out of that into waiting for the next wonderful thing to come. And then if a toxic thing comes, we can be like, oh, crap, another toxic thing. Shove it out of the way and keep going, and always keep looking for the next good thing. Because if you get into the place where you're looking for toxicity or you're looking for lack, then you begin to inadvertently manifest that, because that's you're saying to the universe, I'm the person that always has the crappy job, and my husband has the job, it doesn't make enough money, and here we are. And then that's what you find yourself in that loop, So it looks like Patti said, it looks like things are on the upswing and you're going to be great.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really great.
Well, just because we have new jobs and stuff, I do a budget for every month for everything and everything.
Yeah,
else.
of course you do.
It's like sometimes you're just short, and it's like, oh, why didn't I budget that in?
Well, that's another thing, sweetheart. It's life. Yeah. It's your life.
Yeah.
It's meant to be enjoyed. If some months you're a little short and other months you're a little over, or there are times where you have to pull from your savings a little bit, it's your life. And let me say, I'll tell a little secret, Patti, here on the air.
Oh,
the happiest time of my life, this last 5.5 years, Patti will tell you, it has been the most butt-ass broke time of my life. As a matter of fact, Patti and I did a spiritual thing together once, and she wanted me to come, but she literally had to front me the deposit money because that's how bad it was at the time. And I don't like to talk about stuff like that because I like to always act like everything in my life is wonderful. Thankfully, that has turned around. But there were times where, so in this time where I was literally had nothing, it was like my ramen time, which I never even had that in college because I had a great job. I just hit an energetic time where it was like, I just couldn't make any money. A million opportunities were coming, but none of them were manifesting into money. So instead of living in a panic about it, and there were mornings I'd wake up and be like, as soon as I woke up. But instead of staying in that place, I had to talk myself off the ledge and say, but the good thing is, look at all the wonderful things that are happening in your life. Not everything is about money, and the money will come. And was living in the happiest place with almost no money and just wondering every day, am I going to lose my house? Am I going to lose my mom's house? And then miraculously it all opened up. So you have to remember there are other things in your life that you have to be working on, and they're not all about money.
And money doesn't always have to be hard. I don't want to say in the U.S. because you're in Canada. In our Western civilization, in our Western thing, we are really taught you have to work hard, and for some reason it's more powerful that it's the struggle. It doesn't have to be true. Just like Ease it in. The more you allow it to ease in, because you're making it happen. And again, I think you got some really good lessons from this last place. I think you're kind of figuring it out. Not just about budgeting or not budgeting. You just got some shifts in your thought process.
Yeah.
That are really good.
Yeah. I'm all about family. Like, my family comes first. I'd do anything for my family, as long as everything is paid. I have a roof over my head. I have food on my table. I am fine.
Yep.
I'm not going to stress out on having that extra for having fancy stuff.
Sure. But
it's just that,
I think that, sweetie, if you don't mind me saying so, universe is screaming at me to say this to you, that in every sentence that you have, you always include, as long as everything's paid, as long as we have a budget for it, as long as there's a budget, in a way, and I say this with so much love, you're putting almost like a limited like a limited prosperity consciousness on that, because you're just telling the universe, I have to make my bottom line. I think that you should just relax out of that and say everything that you just said. The most important thing is my family. I love my family. I want to be with my family. I want to be happy. I want to be healthy. And I want enough money to come so that I can be happy, and not be so focused on whether or not you make that bottom line every month, because it's like your
limitation.
You're becoming like financially constipated from it, because you want it. Sometimes people strain so much that they never can void. And I want to get you like a financial squatty potty so you can just put your legs up in the air and the money can just flow out. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So you're putting too much, like Patti said, it shouldn't be this hard. You're putting too much angst around it, and you're inadvertently bunging it up with your straining. So
it's like
just
a self-limit belief system.
Yeah, just relax. The universe is going to take care of you. It's going to be okay.
I can do that.
Yes.
And Patti, can you please give Belle a hug for me? I love her. I watch you, and
I will.
You guys are doing your shows, and she is so beautiful. And I always tell her, and
she is beautiful. I will give her a hug. We will give her a hug, and we will be back soon with a Belle.
We love her too. Yes, Belle's going to be mad at us because we got so busy that we took a break. So we will be back. Not a long break.
A baby Belle break.
Baby break. So Belle has some time to sit in her rocking chair and seethe and think of all the nasty things that she can do to us when we're back for taking a break. So she's rocking in her chair right now, coming up with ideas. Sweetie, everything is going to be fine, honey. Lori, it's going to be okay, sweetheart. And we're always here, and we love you, and we appreciate the call, and let us know how you're doing. We love helping people, and that's what Lightworkers Unite is about. If you want to see some of the other shows I've done with Patti and with some other wonderful folks, lightworkersunite.com. And what Lori was referring to is our web series, Living with the Dead, that we do with the star of the show, Belle the Haunted Doll. And we're at wearelivingwiththedead.com. And our live shows are Antiques Go Show. We'll have one of those coming up soon. Go to antiquesgoshow.com, and you can see on my YouTube channel pretty much all of the episodes. And it's just youtube.com/Sheena Metal. And they're also up at wearelivingwiththedead.com. But you have to scroll to find them. So they're not all in one place for your viewing pleasure. 818-437-0886. That's my cell number. That's how you get on the air with us. If you want a reading, you let us know. We would love to have you on with us today. And we're going to get Kelly on now. This has been an interesting show of interesting stuff that we're all kinds of different things that we're dealing with today, which is nice. All right. Kelly is in the system, and we are calling her right now. Look at us go. Look at us go. Oh, my goodness. You're doing great, my friend.
We're doing great.
This is fun. We're doing great. Yay. Totally fun. And Patti and I are going to be in Dallas. What is the new name of the conference? Didn't you name it?
It's an Embrace Your Spirit, but something spiritual, something ghost,
or
something.
It is Embrace Your Spirit.
It's still your Embrace Your Spirit, but it's something and ghosts. Oh my, I think. Okay. Because it's our regular spiritual, and we're teaching things. We're just adding because it's at Halloween.
It's psychics, mediums, and ghosts.
Oh my. Something.
No,
oh my.
No, it's psychics, witches, and ghosts.
No,
I don't think it is.
Is it? No.
It's psychics, witches, and spirits. There's witches in there.
Is there?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so. I don't know. We don't know what it's called, but join us in Dallas.
Yeah.
Join us in Dallas. Halloween for the next few days in November.
Yeah. No, is it Halloween through November 3rd? Is that what it is? And we're going to be there. The wonderful Shauna Grace from Lightworkers Unite will be there. Merle Singer will be there. And it's going to be fun. And Joy Koff, who is one of our light workers as well, who owns Miracles of Joy. And then, of course, I will be in Dallas June 28th, 29th, and 30th at the Miracles of Joy Metaphysical Center doing a conference called Aspects of Spiritual Awareness with Sheena Metal. I'm teaching 3 workshops. And we're going to do something fun and paranormal at night because that's how I roll. Mm-hmm. And I'm teaching a workshop on spiritual protection. I'm teaching one on dealing with being an empath, and then I'm teaching one about how to raise your vibration to become happier and healthier and more prosperous in your life. So come out and see me. I would love that. Dallas people, come and see me. And then come and see us in the fall. It's going to be such a big fun thing. Mm-hmm. Psychics, witches, and
something. Oh my!
Spirits, oh my!
I'll have to look it up.
Okay, please.
I
look
can't
it up.
do too many.
I didn't know it was still Embrace Your Spirit. I think I took that part off my mailer. I need to put that back on next time. Kelly, welcome to the show, my friend. How are you?
Well, I've been better, I guess.
Oh, sweetheart,
thank
I'm
you
so
so
sorry
much for taking my call.
Of course.
I've talked to you recently, maybe a month or so ago,
Sure.
And I appreciate what you said prior to my phone call about money and things, because in the past year or so in my life, I've lost everything.
Oh, sweetheart.
I've had a great career and I make great money, and I lost my job and then my car and then my house. And yesterday I found out that I lost my youngest sister, who has been ill for a year. And we're not we're not full-blooded sisters. We're half-sisters. We share the same father. I lost contact with her for a very long time, and then got back in touch with her, and it was amazing. You know, it's like not used to having family like that I am close with and care deeply about. So it was really great for both of us. And then a year ago when she got sick, she pushed me away. She wouldn't take my phone calls or let me come visit or anything. And I'm having a hard time understanding that. And like I said, I found out on Facebook yesterday that she passed away. And I'm devastated. I don't know.
Sweetheart, we're so sorry.
I don't know what happened.
It's not about you.
No.
It's about her.
Mm-hmm.
So breathe into it, as we always say to everybody. But even her pulling away was her fear. Wasn't about you or even your relationship to you. I think that's just what she did. That was her way of coping. With a thing I would say like this. Do you know the date of her death?
It was yesterday morning.
Okay, count 40 days and do a dumb supper with her and for her.
I'm sorry, to do a what?
Dumb supper. I know nobody knows what it is in this country.
Okay.
Everybody knows where it is. Have a dinner for her. It could just be you. You could invite anybody else who you want. It's a dinner for the other side. It has to be 40 days or any time after. Have your favorite food, her favorite food, pizza. It doesn't matter. You have to have it backwards. You start out with dessert, then you have the main course, and then you super salad course or whatever. That shows the other side because it's reversed. It's mirror image on the other side. It's for them. They know immediately. And you could talk about, yes, you could be sad and we miss you. And you could, but also be happy things that were good times. Spend a few minutes in silence and she will communicate with you to your own comfort level and ability to everybody at the table. Mm-hmm. And then the important part is at the end of the dinner, which is the beginning of the dinner, because you're up to the super salad course, that's when you say goodbye to her fleshly body. Because that's the thing you can't have back yet. You either believe she's gone to heaven or she's reincarnated or she's part of the great consciousness or she's just dead. But unless you're into zombies, you cannot have that physical body left. So instead of she's your dead sister you didn't get to say goodbye to, she's your spirit sister. And that helps her to let go and to move on. And that helps you to create a new and different and now new kind of relationship with her. Mm-hmm. It's magical.
Yeah, we were spirit sisters in real life,
Mm-hmm. So now you can be just the two sides of the veil.
Absolutely.
It's embracing it, accepting it, and it honestly will help her as much as it helps you.
Sweetie, she was so proud and so scared to be vulnerable that when she got sick, she just totally freaked out. You can't take that personally, sweetie. She didn't want anybody around her.
Well, but she did call in, the people who she wanted around her.
Well,
It's just I wasn't one of them,
Well, but it wasn't any. The deeper the relationships, the less she wanted those people around.
And again, it's not about you.
Mhm.
Yeah, I see you racking your mind about
I
what or
am,
why or what or
like,
how.
oh my God.
Yeah.
I know.
No, honey, she picked people that she didn't feel like that would be more. Sometimes it's easier for people in times of crisis, not just sickness, but grief or divorce or heartbreak, whatever the situation is. It's easier to be around people that you don't have as deep a connection with, so the conversation can stay light, and you
Right.
don't have to talk
Yeah.
too much about how you're feeling. So you'll find sometimes when people are in places of crisis that they keep the more surfacey people around them, the people that are more less
The ones that
deep.
like it doesn't even make sense.
Right. That's why. That's why.
Yeah. They're safer.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. They're safer because they don't. She didn't feel so emotionally and spiritually taxed or obligated around them, because they just talked about, hey, how you doing? Here's a magazine, and did you see this thing on the TV? And it was easier for her to process that than to have to ask the deep questions. She didn't want to ask questions about how sick she was. She was terrified to go. I mean, it wasn't. She did not. Emotionally, it was a very difficult thing for her to handle. She was not the zenest about it.
I know. I can feel it. That's why I'm, just devastated.
She's much
But
better
that
now.
makes sense.
Give her some time to get
Acclimated.
yes,
Light candles for
yes,
her, like
acclimated.
you do it in almost every religious belief system. Maybe do a little candle for her once a day or once a week. Wish her a safe journey. Let her know you love her. Let her know that it's okay that she didn't call you. You have to make it okay with you, and make it okay with her. That's why the dumb supper will help too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that.
Absolutely. And sweetheart, you just keep talking to her. She might be unacclimated right now, but she can hear you. So just constantly tell her that you love her, that it's completely okay that she didn't call you in at the end, that the two of you are always together, whether she's here or she's there. Just keep sending her, and actually speak to her out loud, and keep giving her reinforcing messages while you do light candles and do all the other soothing stuff. And then when she's ready and she's made the transition and she's ready, some people pop up right away. She is not. She is kind of in the gray zone right now. When she's ready to come through, then let her contact you, because she will contact you.
Okay.
You just got to give it some time.
All right, thank
Mostly,
you.
sweetie, you need to take care of yourself and not put too much pressure on you right now. Give yourself a huge break. And you know what? We love you very much, and we're so sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
And we just want you to be happy, sweetheart. So remember that she's in a better place now. I know that's hard, but remember that, and that she loves you, and she'll be around soon. She'll be around to see you soon. Spirit, soul tie people always come around, right?
Yeah.
If you want to get on the line with us, 818-437-0886. That's 818-437-0886. I have to put our next caller in the system, Patty, so this would be a good time for you to talk about your book.
Okay. Yes, please get my book. Everything I've almost talked about, because this is what I talk about. The dumb supper is in here. Love stuff, kitchen magic, old world magic for the modern world. Again, you could download it in 30 seconds on Amazon, and you don't have to have a Kindle anymore. That's old school. You could watch it on your computer, your phone, your tablet, or anything.
Yeah.
Or get a print copy for $12.97, because those are magical numbers. And it's delivered in a couple days. It's simple read for anybody, even people who don't like to read my book, because I keep things simple, because I'm simple. And again, it's just things to make your life better and happier and more balanced. I'm all about better, happy, and balanced.
I love that. I like a hard copy.
Yeah,
I have a hard copy. I like to hold a copy in my hand.
I do too, because then you can make lines and stuff. I guess you could do that
you
with
write in
ebooks
it?
too. Oh,
I don't write. I would never. I'm not writing in your sacred book.
My mom taught me to do that in any kind of a book. She would read something, and then she figured I wasn't maybe going to read it, because again, I read short books. No, she would highlight. It didn't matter if it was the fanciest leather. She'd highlight arrows, points. That's a book.
My mom did an interesting thing. She'd read paperbacks, and she'd stay up till 3-4 o'clock in the morning reading. And when she finished a chapter, she'd rip it out and throw it away.
Oh.
So she always had like the part of the book she hadn't read yet. It was a strange thing.
That is
she
a
would
strange
do.
thing, because if I love it, I might want to read it again in a year or hand it to somebody else.
If she thought she wanted to read it again, she wouldn't. But it was a strange thing she sometimes did.
That's funny.
Yeah. She's a strange girl, that Scorpio. She's like, I will kill this book. I have devoured it. Now I will kill it. All right. So we're going to get Tarsha on the phone with us. And now that I've told you crazy stories about my mother. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always find this like half-read books. And I'm like, what is going on with this book?
That's funny. I've never heard of anybody doing that. That's hysterical.
Yeah, well, she's a strange person. But I didn't even like to write in textbooks when I was in school.
Really?
No, I would highlight them sometimes, but I didn't like to write in them. And I was real anal about my highlighting. I remember when they made the reverse highlighter, you could run it over the highlighting and it would take the highlighting away. Oh. I loved that. Because sometimes I would highlight something and then think, oh, I didn't want that, and I'd fix it. But Patty knows that I'm extremely anal retentive compared to her. Mm-hmm. Patty's much more, and I was way more anal before my head injury. When I was a young person, oh my goodness. Tarsha, welcome to the show, my friend. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful. It's great to hear your voice. Say hi to Patty, and how may we help you?
Hi, Patty.
Hey, Tarsha.
Well, I've been doing human resources now for about 20 years. And my last position, I was laid off last week, but I was unhappy there anyway because it was a very, very toxic environment.
Sure.
And I also have a nonprofit that I do, Still I Rise from Cancer, because I'm a 5-year survivor. And it's basically to help women keep their hair. So what I'm wondering is, I interviewed for a position at a treatment center earlier yesterday, and I really want it, and I'm just wondering, is that something that's in the cards for me?
The nonprofit job?
No,
the new job.
The treatment center. I interviewed as HR director.
Oh, okay. I mean, it looks like it might be good. I keep hearing nonprofit in my head. Is the eventual goal to just do your nonprofit?
That is the eventual goal.
I think you'll get there. I think this job looks good too. I think they like you. I think they were impressed by you.
I agree.
I don't know that you're the only one running for the job. I think it's in between a couple of people, but I think you're up number one. It tied in for first place.
I agree. Yes, tied between you and somebody else. Yeah, but I really think the universe wants you to start working on how you can become your nonprofit. How your nonprofit can become your main thing.
Gotcha.
Because
I kind of feel that way too.
Yeah, really where you're supposed to be. But I think this treatment center is nice because it's still in essence a service job.
Yeah.
It's still a place where you're working in a place that is of service, because I think your I don't know what your last job was, but I feel like it was not a great fit for you.
No, it wasn't. It was a plumbing company, and there was a lot of unethical things going on.
Right. It was just a punch a time clock kind of job. It was a go in, do my thing, get out, take my paycheck. I think you're done with jobs like that. I think
totally.
You're done with doing things that you don't feel like they make a difference in the world.
Yeah.
You've changed, especially since the cancer. I mean, you were always like that, but much different since you survived the cancer.
Absolutely. Okay. I was like, will I get this one, or is the universe trying to tell me that I really need to focus on the nonprofit? And I think, in essence, in short term, this would be fine. But I think, in essence, in the long run, that is what the ultimate goal is.
Yeah. It's really where the universe wants you making a difference through that nonprofit. And you do different outreaches from the nonprofit, right?
Well, it kind of started out because I used what's called the penguin cold caps when I went through chemo to save my hair.
Mm-hmm.
So the nonprofit is to help other women that are going through chemo also to save their hair. I award scholarships. But then it's also kind of turned into, where women can't afford their medications, kind of help out with that. I also sing, so I do an R&B show every October where we honor other breast cancer survivors and then perform R&B music.
It's awesome.
Yeah, keep doing the music. So not more than just every October. You have your event that you do, but keep doing music.
Yeah, try to get those to become quarterly events.
Okay.
They're gonna grow so that you're doing that more often. Just a curiosity question: how much of your hair did you save?
All of it.
Yeah,
you're awesome. You're
all of it.
Awesome.
And it wasn't so much of a beauty thing as it was a control thing. I felt like, okay, even though I have reconstruction, you've taken my right breast, you've caused all these issues and problems. You can't have my hair too.
Yeah. So it's wonderful that works so well for you.
Victorious. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Was the experience of having the cap on, was it a lot?
It was a lot. I had 6 treatments, and for everyone, it took my mom, my dad, and my husband to be there. We also had an instructor. We had her come at least 3 times because my mom felt like, you're spending this money for this. I want to make sure we're doing it correctly. And it literally, my husband would have to test the temperature to make sure they were the right temperature.
Wow.
And they had to be, they were flat and literally had to be like folded on my head and strapped on. And it was a lot of work.
Wow.
Yeah.
They had to be changed out every 30 minutes during chemo, and there were 14 caps.
Yeah. Yeah. My best friend is a cancer survivor, 2 years, and she finished treatment 2 years ago, April. They talked to her about it, and she decided at the last minute not to do it, and she lost all her hair. It grew back. It's very soft and lovely now. It's like baby hair.
My sister also a survivor. She didn't know about the caps at the time, and she lost all of her hair. She was wearing these wigs. I'm like, oh, you have such a cute tiny head, and she looked beautiful. Actually,
yes. Of course, my friend looks like a fairy. My best friend, like a friggin' fairy. So she just looked darling, and she'd take like a little, cute Nightmare Before Christmas bandana and wrap it around her head and look darling.
Oh.
I think I would have looked like a woman's prison guard.
No. Yeah, I
terrible.
wouldn't look too well either.
Yeah,
but it's funny. We live by Universal Studios. I was just at City Walk yesterday, and K Earth, which is a local radio station, oldie stuff. They had the whole stage, and a little girl who had started Locks of Love to give people you have long hair, and you donate it for people who do lose their hair or don't have that option.
Yeah.
And there were so many people there. It was great. She had started it when she was 9 in school, and the school wouldn't let her. Now she's been doing it 9 or 13 years.
Wow.
There were so many people there donating their hair. They had hair supercuts. They had Paul Mitchell. They had all this stuff. And I'm like,
awesome.
What is this big party for? It's people cutting off their hair.
Isn't
to give
that
it
wonderful?
To people who don't have
I have a friend who's growing his hair out, and it's gorgeous. God, boys have beautiful hair.
Yeah.
He's growing his hair out because his sister got diagnosed with cancer. So he's growing his hair out while she goes through her treatment. So it's about shoulder length now.
That's
it's
good.
getting there. But of course it's, blonde and curly, and I have like 6 hairs. So even if my hairs fell out, I mean, there's only 6 to grow back in. So I appreciate you, sweetheart, and what a beautiful thing you've done for people and to help people. And
thank you so much, ladies.
You got to get into that nonprofit, sweetheart. That's what you're supposed to be doing full time, because the universe wants you to be in service. So important. We love you. Keep us posted. Let us know how you're doing. That's our show, my friend. How about that?
That was fast.
I know, right?
Yes.
We're out of time. Really quick again, tell everybody where you are, because that's an important part of our day.
I am right here. No, I am everywhere. PattiNegri.com is the easiest. PattiNegri. From there, you can get to my Facebook. Please do. My Instagram. Please do. My Twitter and all those things. My book is available right now just on Amazon, both print or download copy. And
wonderful.
Please like me, friend me, do all those things that you do.
That's wonderful. And then Ghost Adventures.
Oh yeah, Ghost Adventures.
Always on and off. You never know when.
Saturday night. Yeah, I've got a new one coming up. I don't know when, but it should be a really good one.
Did they pretty much catch one of yours every weekend? Because they play a lot of episodes.
They play a lot of my episodes.
Have you ever had a weekend where they didn't play one of yours?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. I don't know.
It seems like on Friday, Saturday, something that's pretty much like a 24-hour Ghost Adventures marathon.
Yeah, they that show. It is 10 years going. It is in season 16 or 17. I don't even know how the math on that, but it just opens stronger every season. New ones just started again. The new season we just shot just started again. So.
Awesome. And how many have you done?
I don't like it. Not even quite a dozen, I think, because I've been doing it 4 years.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's fantastic.
It's good.
I just know I always see yours, and I'm like, oh,
there I am again.
I happen to catch another Patti one.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Like in the dark going, it's never flattering. It's never the magical
I
side
think
of
you look beautiful on that.
Oh, thank you. But I'm usually like,
up until that part. When you first come in and do the walkthrough, you look beautiful.
Yeah, and then I'm on the floor writhing by a serial killer going, someone died.
Right up until you get possessed, you look great. Yes, but especially the one in that really creepy house in Reseda.
Oh yeah, that airs this weekend.
Oh, that was
Friday night at 11 o'clock.
Those poor people that lived there, and there was so much like just unhappiness in the living world around that place, and
that
the spirit stuff
had
on top.
So much dark.
Oh my God! But man, you look beautiful in that episode. So I'm sorry everybody was in such misery, but Patti looked great.
Thanks.
If you want to watch some of the this broadcast or some of my other Lightworkers Unite, we're at WeLightworkersUnite.com. look for more from Lightworkers Unite. I'm not sure what else we're going to do with it, but something, I can feel it. Also, I'm at Sheena Metal experience.com. That's my daily show. I'm at sheenametal.com. Boy, that needs an update. LAtalkradio.com, hauntedplayground.com, and also my spiritual practices at IamRaisingYourVibration.com and SheenaMetalSpiritual.com. And what else? Patti and I have a wonderful web series called Living with the Dead at wearelivingwiththedead.com and antiquesgoshow.com. Also up on my YouTube page, everywhere on social media. I'm just at Sheena Metal. I think if you type in my name, I'm pretty much the only one. I have 675 Facebook pages. Please feel free to go like them all. And I'm the founder of a movement of peace, love, kindness, and unity. I am raisingthevibration.com and our nonprofit raisingthevibration.org. Please join us there. I would love that. And thank you so much for listening. And if you want to get on a future show for a free reading, healing, some spiritual counseling, send me a text message. You have to wait till the next show, which thankfully is at 5 o'clock today because it's Psychic Tuesday. So I will be back from 5 to 7 p.m. today, Pacific time, with my friend Rebecca Haywood, and we're doing this all over again, which I totally love. So it's Haunted Playground right here on LA Talk Radio. And you know what happens here. If it's spooky, scary, psychic, spiritual, you want a free reading, you need some help, hauntedplayground.com, latalkradio.com. Find us on Facebook Live every week. We love that. Till next time, we'll see you. Take care. Thank you, Patti.
Thank you.
Irreverent, entertaining, cool. You're listening to LA Talk Radio.